Hey people, Critical33, Fortuna Sanctum blue team. It's sphenomz as a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fights in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield, the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme here. Old Python alongside as a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. The Ultramarines DLC. Rounding off this team here, Critical32 is a Commando knob. Infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orks style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Red team, we have this fella, lots of slashes, let's call him Slash. As a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee. The Dark Angels DLC scheme. Zevargel alongside with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, and Doom Bolts. Did some good work then against those tactical marines. Rounding off the teams is Faker of Dawn of War 2. I believe this is BestN00b with a Ravener Alpha. Is he going to go down? I think he's going to be alright. A tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support. Begins with a ranged weapon and can get specialized melee gear. Triple Termagants up there for BestN00b. Maybe some Storm Boys then. Perhaps just some looters or something. West side, Sentinel facilitates the push up against the Techmarine Slash, who's got double scouts, most likely into Devastators here. Meanwhile in the mid, killed one of the CSM. Very, very lucky to get rid of two models on 90 hit points. That's nuts. Uh-oh. Tactical Marines caught out of cover for a second, and one of them falls down and dead. Force Commander needs to be careful. These guys can fight pretty well in melee. Battle Cry is activated, this is knocking them over. And here come Shotgun Scouts too. This is turning into an annoying fight for the CSM. Devastators are on the way for Slash. East side, meanwhile, looks like the Orc player's been forced off after a good early push. Gonna get some decaps here is BestN00b. West side, repairs for the Sentinel. Lord Commissar smacks the node. Catachans on the way. And there's your Devastators. So Catachans will be able to disrupt these guys from long range and maybe allow the Lord Commissar to get in. These guys going for a stomp. Well, this guy, this Sentinel fella. Here comes a flank from Zevargel. Double CSM doing their thing. Quite low on hit points though. Might be close to dropping a model, those guys. Must be. Lots of damage and lots of death in that Guardsman squad. Oh, the Force Commander went down. I guess he should have been careful. Hormagaunts are capping the central VP. Under fire though from Tactical Marines. Maybe they should have gone into melee, because they're probably going to retreat straight afterwards. Can they do this? Oh, the lead model died. They need to go back in. I think they're going to cap it. And then you need to run, fellas. There's 4 of them left. Why are you popping your Kraken bolts in melee with Hormagaunts? Because there are CSM on the field. You might need that. Pushing forward the red team. Devastators and Tactical Marines. Are we going to see a Flamer? No. But Zevargel is also here, and it's a big power bash. Might get all of this and the decap here. Decisive push up the west side from the red team. Meanwhile, BestN00b is kind of pinned back. We do see some Storm Boys from Critical32, and nothing else yet from BestN00b. What is going on here? Oh, Toxic Miasma. Not something you see all that often. A cloud around the Ravener Alpha, doing some damage and stuff. Get his acid splatter as well. Has got some good AoE going on. Catachan's dropping some. Oh no, only dropped one model. Dropped a bunch of health. Oh, I guess they tried to. Oh, did they not? Looks like they did the reliable, but didn't actually get the heavy bolter model there. Misclick, or maybe they moved forward slightly or something. Double CSM with Eternal War now for Zevargel. Got Aspiring Champion Heretics too. And Vestments with the Warp and the Sword of Flame. Critical32 needs to be careful. Could get flanked pretty nastily here. Has fully upgraded both the Shooter Boys. No war gear yet though for the Kommando. And the Ravener Alpha can't get close enough to use the Toxic Miasma yet. Does have the reinforced chitin. And now Crippling Talon on the way. Wants to get into some melee. debuffing the Storm Boys with the Crippling Talon, but he's going to go down, I think. Uh-oh. Storm Boys need to jump away, need to retreat. Need to keep going, guys. This is bad. Hormagaunts, he could pop Catalyst here. Should have popped Catalyst. Oh, he pops it now. Tries to get to finish. Gets it. I don't know if Catalyst was needed. That's a global ability of the Ravener Alpha, doubling your damage, but you do lose half of your maximum hit points. It is spread across all the models, though. Critical got flanked. Chaos Sorcerer, what's he doing? WTF all game I 2v1. What is he talking about? It's the first time Zevargel's gone over there. Please save your line. Some saltiness from Critical. No way he's been fighting 2v1 the whole game. That's the first time, I think, that Zevargel's gone over there. I think. Scouts here helping with some capping. Got some spotters up for sphenomz. And Assault Squad for Old Python. Looks like they've lost some hit points already. Trying to get his mid points back. The contested VP is still red. So the 2-1 for the red team ticking down. They did lose a bunch of VPs early though. Here's some more Daka. Spotters just capping. We got Flamer up for Old Python. Obviously going for the power here. Flamer's very good at burning down generators and some other structures too. There's the jump. And there's the artillery spotter shell as well, in case that didn't work. But the jump worked, it turns out. Kraken bolts up on those tactical marines and some friendly fire from that grenade launcher there, fellas. Looks like they're going to get a decap and maybe a full bash. Zevargel trying to set up a flank, but it is 2v1. Shotgun blast on the heretics. It didn't knock over the aspiring champion because he was doing a special attack. Razorback on the way for the fella with all the slashes. Before anyone else even goes to tier 2, he gets a Razorback going. 435 to 310. East side, lots of Daka, but they are being messed up by this Ravener Alpha now. That Toxic Miasma doing some work there. Needs to be really quick with the aiming. What's that suppression? Or really good with the stun bomb, I guess. Kommando goes into melee, smacks stuff with his gun. Hormagaunts have been dropped by BestN00b. Does have triple Toxin Sac Termagants though. They'll do a lot of damage to the scouts, you know. There's only 2 of them here too. Zevargel continues to push through. No, it's not. This is the natural power of the red team. I got completely mixed up in my own head. They are bashing the power. Are you guys going to get away? Sorcerer's there. Might be able to hit them and then teleport and hit again. No. There's the teleport. Is it going to be enough though? Can they get another hit? Not quite. Those guys do get away. Lucky to do so as well. Lucky to have 2 models in the first place when they started retreating. Got a power sword and an iron halo for the Force Commander. Almost got the kill. A Sword of Flame doing some work. Oh, there you go. Teleports and gets it, and it's a cool sync kill there. Look how far it tosses him. Easier to revive now. Razorback of Slash. Techmarine, I think, got inside of it. Looks like sphenomz got away with all of his units. Trying to bash the node to get it back. Sorcerer's now messing up some Orks. 2v1 against Critical. Bloodletters are up for Zevargel. Demons with power melee weapons. It was bashed. Can they take it back? Looks like a yeah, drop pod from Slash. Got a big old army now. These guys getting a sergeant, suggesting they're going to turn into Sternguard veterans. Force Commander's still down. Should get revived though pretty easily from there. Oh, we had some infiltrated sluggers, but I guess they ran into too much trouble. Level 2 Ravener Alpha now. Trying to chase down the Commando. Well, he's given up. He's given up. Red team now going for a midline hold, are they? Or are they going to push up? Razorback's having a look. Generally don't want to have a look with your early tier 2 vehicle. They could spot a las cannon to the face. Sentinel does have the missile launcher, so can use the crack missiles to shoot the Razorback, which is showing rear armor at the moment. There we go, turns around. They are really going for this power bash early in tier 2, so really good doom bolts. Some Tzeentchian worship. Is that the incendiary shell? No, it's a smoke shell. Oh, Xenos Power Claw, Lord Commissar too. Here's a flank from Old Python. Jumps the devs, needs some support though quickly from sphenomz. Oh man, Dark Flames after the doom bolts I think as well. Sorcerer goes down, did some really good damage to this infantry, but they have survived. Lord Commissar getting stuck in. Bloodletters drop a model, but they are under that Tzeentch worship. Demons getting health and energy regen from worship. What is this? Incendiary shells on the way. Bloodletters. Oh, teleporting for the kill on the assault squad. Couldn't quite get it. Nice idea though. Meanwhile, trying to defend against these scouts are some Marines. What is this? Orks have pushed all the way up again. Venom brewed up for BestN00b. I mean, I know you get the range synapse, but there's no vehicles on the field. Well, there's no vehicles on this side of the field for sure. Weird Boy for Critical32. Basically counters BestN00b's entire army now. Especially if they can hit that warp vomit. No money, says sphenomz. I think they mean no requisition to buy generators. 387 to 284. Force Commander got a few hits in before he ran off. Here's a Techmarine now with plasma gun. That was overcharge activated, which makes him shoot insanely fast. Look at that. 69.23 plasma DPS when he does the overcharge. It's nuts. Doesn't have perfect accuracy though. That's obviously assuming every shot hits. I believe it. I think it's like 50-50 accuracy, you know, against a standard infantry target. Might be a little bit more than that. Maybe it's 75%. 375 to 284. Lord Commissar with the stubbornness, getting big old heals. Crack missile gets a hit. Can the Lord Commissar get a hit on that Razorback? Done some good work so far for Slash, who is now repairing. Yeah, might want to reface himself so that he's shooting and repairing, but just shoots instead, and down goes the Sentinel. Razorback uses the smoke on itself for some defensive buffs. Old Python with a Dreadnought on the way. Maybe a multi-melter. That thing did get a cost reduction in 293. Been seeing it here and there. Lord Commissar drew some fire, but now needs to retreat. Dark Flames goes in. They did a decent job splitting, but the Guardsman took a big chunk of damage, as you'd expect. Dreadnought is up. Doesn't have the resources to upgrade it yet. Starts off in melee combat. Will tear through the Bloodletters pretty easily. These guys backing away now. Red team hold the mid. What is this? Scout trying to get those mid points on the west side. And Scouts also trying to get the mid points on the east side for the other team. Plague Marines on the way now for Zevargel. Having spotted the Dreadnought, I suppose, which is getting a multi-melter. Anti-everything weapon from relatively close range. Pretty fun to use. Just boom, boom, boom. Big chunks of damage. Typically you'll see him used in melee when he's got the multi-melter, because he'll automatically chase stuff and shoot it, like a Razorback, for example. And if he does get close enough for melee, good melee damage. This is the spotter shell to spot things with. Here comes the Dreadnought leading the line. We have double tactical marine missiles there, and we do see him going into melee with the Razorback. I think he's got it, you know. One more hit. Gets it. That thing needed to get moving as soon as they saw that Dreadnought, but did not. Maybe they thought it was a melee Dreadnought, because it can be hard to spot that he's got the multi-melter from certain angles. 319 to 260. Dreadnought didn't live though. I took the Dreadnought up a lot, and down it goes immediately. And that's not a good trade. A Dreadnought with a multi-melter taking down the Razorback and then dying. It's not a good trade at all. That's very inefficient. Tank busters up for critical. No more vehicles on the field, but they can still disrupt and bash power and stuff. You guys are going to smack a capillary tower. They don't have their burners yet. BestN00b seems to like unable to get anything out onto the field. Did they get something else and lose it or something? Here's the weird boy. He's still alive. He's got his warpath as well. Can buff those sluggers pretty well. These guys are bashing power. West side. Uh-oh, grenade. Scout on the scout. Violent scout on scout. White right there. They're getting into melee with the other fellas. Devastator's here to defend the power. Not a whole lot these guys can do about it until the assault squad show up. There they are. Got their sergeant. Doesn't have his thunder and lightning. No vehicles for the melter bomb, but they still get a blind grenade, which does have uses. It's a double jump. They're kind of stuck in here now. Need some support. Tactical Marines bashing power. Very, very low Tactical Marines. But they're risking it. Uh-oh, assault squad. Bloodletters were there. Just took his eyes off them for 5 seconds or so while he was sorting out this stuff. And they almost go down. Oh, Bloodletters teleport up, and they do get him. They do get him. Old Python down to 3 units. He's had a rough time in tier 2. A rough old time. 319161 did get a decap. Did some power bashing. Doom bolts miss. It might be 2v1 now against sphenomz. Because here kind of Tyranids. It's a triple against sphenomz actually. Critical32 has got to do some good work and bash the power and stuff on the east side, or they're going to fall behind. So I assume there's going to be a full power bash here. Slaughter up for those double CSM there. It's going to be a quick power bash too because it's double missile launch attacks. Look at that. And Venom Brood as well. They're pretty good at bashing power. Grenade goes in. Decent hit. Killed some heretics. And what was that? What was that 10 red thing that died there? Not sure. Might have been an old red marker for something else. Sometimes happens. Double tank busters for Critical32. Perhaps they're expecting some Carnifexes or something. They could have gone tier 2 though. Tier 3 rather. Force Commander's back up. Not sure when or how they were revived. Was it the Commando? Well, it might have been the Commando. But it goes down immediately anyway. 292 to 152. There's a good mortar shell there. Really good. Tier 3 now for BestN00b. Old Python is reeling. Hero down to 2 units. Gets a plasma cannon up. Red team certainly have an advantage here. Can they maintain it? There's a lot of orcs to deal with, and the weird boy is an engagement changer with that warp vomit, and potentially with Foot of Gork. Down goes the Techmarine. I love how weird boy's got an awesome model. He's got his exposed brain here. Look at that. Is that what his tabletop model's like? Is his brain out? Scouts doing some capping. Those guys level 3. You know what? Blue team coming right back at him. Gonna get a power bash of their own. Flamer making short work of it. Force Commander goes for the decap. Back to his feet. What level are you now, Mr. Commissar? Level 4. A lot of good work here, Critical32 on this power. There's the Foot of Gork. That's going to be painful. Oh, they didn't retreat there. That might have wiped one of those squads. That Foot of Gork is insane. So decent Doom Bolts. The Orks are tougher now, they've leveled up. 228 to 151. 2-1 cap for the blue team. Well done, fellas. I thought they were going to start capitulating, but they're right back in it. Got some Deathwing Terminators for Slash, Mr. Slash. Techmarine still down towards the mid. Plasma Cannon is covering. Very close to the victory point though. I guess you can get shots like this. Ah, blocked by an object. That was over there from the weird boy. He's having a big influence, this guy. He needs to be careful. Now we're warpathing. Yeah, it's tough to deal with, and there's the warp vomit. This guy could do so much work for you. There's 1,000 energy because his abilities are super expensive. He needs to use War of nearby orcs to get it back. Well, get it back efficiently. Sorcerer doing some good work there. Terminator's getting an upgrade? Not yet. critical. Awesome, like 2 or 3 minutes there. Look at the map. Red team get their VP back. That's a lot of dead Marines, Mr. Slash. Wow. Only one Tactical Marine squad left. Plasma cannon is messing up these Terminators. Not enough to get them off the cap, though. That one's going to be enough. There you go. They got the decap. They did get the decap. 225, 118. Neurothroat on the field for BestN00b. Now another Venom Brood on the way, in fact. Big old tank buster barrage. Here comes the Warpath Orks. Oh, they decapped the power as well. And completely bashed it. Force Commander goes down again. Gets to revive as a Commando, but up to level 5. West side. Blue team push through. Looks like both teams can push through at will. Assault squad on the way now for Slash. Yeah, they need to deal with this ranged blob of plasma gun guardsmen. Got some flamers as well. Lord Commissar with the Emperor's Wrath, or maybe that's what killed those Marines there. Why is the Techmarine so fast? Oh, he's running away. He's retreating. Keeping the pressure on though is sphenomz, who has tons of requisition, by the way. They can rebuild the power maybe on the east side. Assault squad gets shotgunned by the Catechins and think maybe it's time to leave. There's the sergeant up for those assault squad now. Terminators are still here. Taking big damage to the plasma guns and from that power claw. They were focused off though, those guardsmen, with the plasmas. 86 VPs only for the red team. Wow. Done really well. What the hell? Oh, sync kill on the Force Commander. How often has he gone down? There's your orbital though. Sorcerer gets in, level 9. That melee attack didn't seem to do anything. Plasma cannon kind of gets a good hit. Hit the objects first, but it still does some knockback and damage. There's a double slaughter. We see here Zevargel doing his best to keep the CSM split up so that the plasma cannon can't hit both of them. Here come the Orks though. This weird boy has been a menace, a complete menace. There's a Cataclysm. Where is a Neurothroat? Oh, he's right there. Uh-oh, Warp Vomit. Yeah, they got to try and focus down this weird boy. He's doing all sorts of work. Kommando goes down. Did have his special shooter there. Special shooter, sorry. Say it like an orc. Vanguard veterans here for Slash. Uh-oh, turn off formation on retreat path. Typically not a great retreat nuke, but that did pretty well. Did pretty well. Red team right back in it then, 183 to 70. Lots of damage on these tactical marines of old Python. And they run off, they're okay. West side again gets pushed by sphenomz. Looks like Slash is splitting their units between the mid and the west side. And they're kind of getting overrun here. Even with the Terminators. Maybe these guys should get a flamer up. They wouldn't like that. They wouldn't be able to stand there and shoot their plasma guns if they were getting flamed. There's the jump. That's their job. Terminators now go for the decap immediately. Big damage on the guardsmen, but you can reinforce them so efficiently. 3 at a time. That I won't mind too much. Little flank there from Zevargel as well. Is it double level 4 CSM? It is. Got a great unclean one on the field now. Look at him go. Super unit for chaos. Powerful in combat as you may expect. And some nasty abilities too. 175 to 61. These guys bashing some capillary towers. Sphenomz with stormtroopers up. Now why would you not get Kashyyykin? Because of the range? You don't get plasma guns though. That was a foul snare. Holy crap. Tactical Marines barely got away. Plasma cannon really slow to react there. Here comes some sneaky scouts though with a shotgun blast. Don't think they needed it. Level 10 Sorcerer. killed a bunch of stuff with that fiery sword of his. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Old Python. Will it redeem him? There's a Foot of Gork. Boom. Level 4 Termagant, so they survived it. That was a big chunk of damage. There's the paroxysm from the Neurothrope, doing the percentage-based damage per second. Also slows it down a bit, I think. But they got away. Great entry one getting stuck in there. Oh, Weird Boy went down. That was the Weird Boy explosion you just saw. 138 to 61. That was a nasty fight for Critical. The pressure continues, though, on the west side here. You guys need to get a flamer. You got an assault cannon instead. I guess that's good for targeting the Commissar. But they are getting messed up, these Terminators. Have they completely forgotten about them? Barely teleported away there. 65 hit points, 62. Goes for the rocket run. Terminators have dodged it. It's only hitting the Devastators and it doesn't whack them. It's a completely wasted nuke. Tried to get the Terminators with it, as you saw. And a Lehman Russ is up. Takes a Plague Marine missile hit, so it'll be slowed down for a bit. 109 to 61. Red team, the 2-to-1 cap here. Have blue team lost too much. I know what, Critical can recover quite well here. He's got resources. It's a battle wagon, not a knob squad. That's a good orbital from Old Python. A really good orbital. Wiped out the Venom Brood, wiped out one of the Termagants as well, I think. Just hanging out in the mid. Some Tzeentch worship to help out the Great Unclean One. Orks are bashing again. So many bashes in this game, I love it. Looks like red team are gonna not overcommit to defense. Keep most of their things mid. Revenant Alpha now has Corrosive Devourer and Synapse Aura for damage. Terminator Force Commander now for Old Python. Land Raider Redeemer allows you to retreat back to it. Reinforced of it. It's got some nasty close range weapons as well. Here comes a Predator tank for Zevargel. And an Executioner Lehman Russ. Where's the paroxysm from the Neurothrope? I guess he needs to get a bit closer to use it. Oh, there it is. Don't really want to put it on a Land Raider though. What are these Devastators doing? That must be an order from an hour ago. Down they go. 53 to 61. It's so close. So very close. The Land Raider is way too far forward though. Look at all these missile launchers. There's a Venom Brood there as well. And now a tank. It's not going to survive. Old Python pushed it up to try and get the cap, I think. But it might have been better saving it for the retreat point. Vanguard veterans run away from the scary tank. Great Unclean One's having a go at the battle wagon. Old Python has no units on the field. Just the Terminator Force Commander, I guess. What is he doing? Oh, he's getting stunned, is he? No. Looked like he got stunned there. Teleporting away. Been a rough game for Old Python. We all have them. Knob squad on the way for Critical 32. Very late Knob squad. Predator tank of Zevargel. The Chaos Predator did not get a mark yet. Doesn't want to disable it, I suppose. Needs to get those shots in. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by Slash. And there's a nuke from Zevargel. Right on the Lehman Russ. He does like 200 heavy melee damage per second, I think. The very center of that nuke, so it's doing huge amounts then to the tank. Red team are grabbing it. 53-61. Old Python trying to recover with a Predator tank, but it might be too late. It might be too late. Gonna see Mark of Khorne for this one now that there's a little bit of a break in the action. They need to push the west side. Yeah, they do. There is a turret here, but it's not a missile turret or anything. The battle wagon could just roll up and take it out. Here comes sneaky stormtroopers going for a decap. Getting in behind it is the battle wagon. And sluggers are in there. They do have their burners now, level 4. 2-1 though for the red team. Couldn't get a decap. Just need to hold on. There's the Venerable. Put its sight on the battle wagon here. I wish the Venerable could get a multi-melter or something. Uh-oh. Venerable getting destroyed by the Lehman Russ. They barely got away. Frantic ending. Blue team have the single. Got 2 decaps there. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Red team are getting the mid back though. There's some Knob squad using Frenzy and their truckload of hit points to try and get the decap, and they got it, but they couldn't quite get the decap. Tactical Marines there with 50 hit points left. Oh, no hit points left. Couldn't get the cap back. The Venerable Dreadnought's gone down. This is Stoicism. Takes down the Lord Commissar though. Where is that Terminator Force Commander? He's back at base. Here's the Predator tank with a las cannon on it. This Lehman Russ has done some good work, you know. Can they take out those Deathwing Terminators? Took one of them down. Something else is capping. Oh, it's a Techmarine in there. Gets it. 14-48. I think that's it. Vanguard Veterans timing that jump well to mess up these shooter boys. Just desperation at the end here from Critical32. Paroxysm is up as well. And there it is. Just 2 VPs remaining, 1. And red team have it. What a game. Old Python letting his team down somewhat at the end. Really struggled to preserve his units, but blue team pushed it hard. sphenomz did an awesome job on the west side, and Critical also. Fantastic work on the east side. That Widboy was amazing before he went down. What do we see on the heroes here? Level 6 Lord Commissar. Terminator Force Commander doesn't level up because he's too weird. Level 7 Kommando. Level 5 Techmarine, just with the plasma cannon. Plasma gun even. Maybe you should get a plasma cannon, that guy. We got a level 10 Sorcerer. And a level 8 Ravener Alpha of BestN00b. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.